I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sex.
After undergoing a series of tests with Yamaha, TOPRAK finally provided an overview of the new generation motorcycle. Interestingly, however, his comments weren't just filled with praise. Instead, he revealed a problem he believes must be addressed immediately if Yamaha wants to truly compete when the 850 cubic centimeters era begins. TOPRAK admitted to immediately noticing a difference in character when he first rode the 850 cubic centimeters motorcycle. The engine felt smoother and easier to control than the current 1000 cubic centimeters motorcycle. The Pirelli tires, which will be the official MotoGP supplier starting in 2027, also gave him greater confidence when entering corners. He even said his adaptation was quite quick, given his years using these tires in World SBK. However, despite this positive impression, TOPRAK discovered one weakness that he believes should not be overlooked. He explained that the 850 cubic centimeters engine's power is easier to harness, but acceleration out of corners is still inconsistent. When opening the throttle early, the motorcycle doesn't deliver the powerful thrust a rider would expect. This is a condition that could pose a major problem when competing against Ducati, KTM, Aprilia, and Honda, which are also developing new motorcycles. According to TOPRAK, the biggest challenge isn't simply increasing engine power. Yamaha must find a balance between the V4 engine's characteristics, weight distribution, electronics, and the grip of the Pirelli tires. If any one component isn't working perfectly, the new engine's advantage can be lost immediately on the track. This comment serves as an important warning for Yamaha. For years, they have been known for their excellent cornering speed, but often lose time in the acceleration area. In the upcoming 850 cubic centimeters era, the motorcycle's characteristics are expected to change completely, requiring every manufacturer to start from scratch. That's why every input from the riders is invaluable. TOPRAK himself appears quite optimistic. He stated that the 850 cubic centimeters project is still in its early stages, so there's plenty of room for development. During testing, Yamaha continues to try various engine and chassis configurations to understand the best combination. He hopes each test will bring significant improvements so the bike is fully ready when the new regulations are implemented. TOPRAK's biggest advantage is his experience with Pirelli tires. While most MotoGP riders have to learn the characteristics of new tires from scratch, TOPRAK already understands how the tires perform under hard braking, rapid changes of direction, and acceleration out of corners. This advantage is believed to accelerate Yamaha's development process compared to some of its rivals. Here's the complete news. Amidst this competition, one figure emerged who provided the clearest picture of the challenges Yamaha was facing. That rider was Toprak Razgatlioglu. The World SBK World Champion, currently in his debut MotoGP season with Prima Pramac Yamaha, once again became the center of attention after undergoing a series of private tests on a Yamaha 850 cubic centimeters prototype. However, what was most interesting wasn't his time, but rather the statement he made after getting off the bike. Toprak didn't just make a casual comment. He revealed that Yamaha's new generation bike still had issues that needed to be resolved immediately. Issues he believed could become a major obstacle if Yamaha were to return to fighting for victories when the 2027 regulations came into effect. These comments immediately caught the attention of the entire paddock. Many wondered, what exactly was the problem Toprak had discovered? Why was a rider known for his quick adaptation to various types of motorcycles issuing a warning to Yamaha? It all began when Yamaha began accelerating the development of an 850 cubic centimeters V4 engine. This project was seen as a golden opportunity to end their difficult period of the past few seasons. During the 1000 cubic centimeters era, Yamaha was known for its superior cornering speed and chassis balance. However, they often lost time exiting corners due to slower acceleration compared to rivals like Ducati and KTM. This new project aims to address this issue. Yamaha hopes the V4 engine, combined with the 850 cubic centimeters regulations, will deliver a completely different motorcycle character. They don't just want to achieve maximum power, but also create a bike that's easier for riders to control. In recent months, Yamaha has conducted numerous closed-door tests at several European circuits. They tried various engine configurations, chassis configurations, electronics, and weight distribution. All of this data was then analyzed in depth before being applied to the next prototype. TOPRAK is one of the riders trusted to provide the most crucial evaluation. His experience as a World SBK champion makes Yamaha confident that he can provide different input than other MotoGP riders. Furthermore, TOPRAK has been using Pirelli tires for years, which will become the official MotoGP tire, starting in the 2027 season. When he first rode the 850 cubic centimeters motorcycle, TOPRAK admitted he was quite impressed. He said the engine's character felt smoother than that of current MotoGP bikes. The bike's weight also felt more balanced, making changing direction easier. In some fast corners, he even felt more confident than on a 1000 cubic centimeters bike. The Pirelli tires also made a positive impression. TOPRAK admitted it didn't take long to understand the tire's behavior because they were already very familiar to him. This was a significant advantage that most other MotoGP riders might not have. However, after a few laps, he began to notice something that didn't match his expectations. According to TOPRAK, the engine's power was quite good, but the way that power was transmitted to the rear wheel was still imperfect. When opening the throttle early on corner exits, the bike's response didn't provide consistent thrust. There were moments when the bike felt very strong, but in the following laps, it lost momentum. For riders, this situation was very frustrating because it made it difficult to build confidence. TOPRAK explained that the issue wasn't just about engine power. Rather, the biggest problem lay in the relationship between the engine, electronics, traction, and tire characteristics. All of these components must work in harmony. If one of them isn't perfect, the bike's performance will suffer. He even said that in the upcoming 850 cubic centimeters era, riders will be much more dependent on feel than before. A bike with slightly less power will indeed be easier to control, but a small error in power distribution can cost a rider a tenth of a second in every corner. In MotoGP, losing a tenth of a second in any sector can mean losing a position at the front. TOPRAK's warning immediately caught the attention of Yamaha's technicians. They realized that the comment wasn't criticism, but rather invaluable input. This is precisely why Yamaha hired TOPRAK. They needed a rider who could perceive small details that might not be visible through telemetry data. For years, Yamaha has been known to rely heavily on rider input in developing its bikes. Valentino Rossi played this role during Yamaha's glory days. Now, many parties are starting to see TOPRAK as someone with similar abilities. Interestingly, the problem TOPRAK revealed is also related to the major changes to the 2027 MotoGP regulations. With smaller engine capacities and simpler aerodynamics, riders are expected to open the throttle earlier to maintain corner exit speed. This means that the quality of power delivery becomes far more important than simply maximum horsepower. If Yamaha can improve this characteristic, they have the potential to become one of the most competitive bikes. However, if not, they could relapse into the same problems they have experienced in recent seasons. TOPRAK himself remains optimistic about the future of the project. He stated that the bike is still in the development stage, so almost every test session introduces new changes. Sometimes Yamaha brings different electronics, Sometimes they try new chassis configurations, and other times they focus on developing the engine's character. All of these processes take time. No manufacturer has found the perfect package immediately. Even Ducati, currently considered the benchmark for MotoGP, is expected to still face various challenges in developing its 850 cubic centimeters bike. What gives Yamaha a little more confidence is the presence of TOPRAK. His experience with Pirelli tires provides an advantage that most current MotoGP riders don't have. He understands how tires work under extreme braking, when the bike is tilted to maximum angle, and when significant power begins to be transferred to the rear wheel. This advantage allows Yamaha to obtain data faster than its competitors. Every comment from TOPRAK can be directly compared with telemetry data, allowing engineers to determine which changes truly improve performance. However, TOPRAK cautioned that experience using Pirelli tires is no guarantee of victory. He believes the bike remains the